So you've decided to move to India for your studies. That's an absolutely incredible journey to be on. But let's be real, there's one challenge that almost every international student runs into, and that's the food. If you're finding the cuisine just a little intense, then you've come to the right place. We're going to help turn what feels like a challenge into a really exciting culinary adventure.
You know the feeling, right? You've just arrived, you're settling into the dorm, and you head down to the cafeteria for your first meal. The smells are amazing, but then you take that first bite and, whoa, it can be a total flavor shock. If you're feeling the heat, trust me, you are definitely not alone in this.
And that's the thing about Indian cuisine, isn't it? It's world famous for being so delightful and full of vibrant flavors. But that same vibrancy can be a real challenge when you're just starting out. So in this explainer, we're going to lay out a simple path for you to not just get used to the food, but to actually fall in love with it.
All right, so to really get comfortable with the food, it actually helps to understand why it feels so different in the first place. Let's dive into what's really behind the intensity of all these new flavors you're experiencing.
Okay, first up, the most obvious one, the spice level. And we're not just talking about a little bit of a kick here. A lot of Indian food can be way spicier than many traditional dishes from back home, and if you jump in too fast, well, it can really lead to some digestive discomfort. It's the #1 thing to be mindful of.
But you know, it's not just about the heat. It's also about the complexity of the flavor. Indian cooking is all about layering lots of different spices together, and that creates these really unique flavor profiles that can honestly be a little overwhelming for your taste buds at first. It's a whole new sensory experience.
And hey, just a quick practical tip here. Some of these dishes might have ingredients you've literally never seen before. That's why it's always a smart move to just taste a small portion of something new first. It's just a simple way to make sure it agrees with you before you go all in on a full plate. Okay, so that's the why. Now for the fun part, the how. We've put together what we're calling a smart eating toolkit, packed with practical steps you can start using from your very first day.
All right, here are 5 simple but really powerful strategies. 1. Start slow. Look for milder dishes like dal, butter chicken, or paneer tikka. 2. Communicate. Seriously, don't be shy. Just let the hostel staff know your spice preference. 3. Use your sides. Things like yogurt, raitha, which is this amazing cooling yogurt dip, or bread are perfect for toning down the heat. 4. Stay hydrated. Water is your absolute best friend here. And finally, number 5, and this is the most important one, listen to your body. It'll tell you exactly what works and what doesn't.
Now, once you get those basics down, you can start to shift your mindset from just managing the food to actually using it as a way to explore and connect with people. And honestly, this is where the real fun begins.
Yeah, don't just stick to the hostel cafeteria. India has so many different regional cuisines, and a lot of them have milder options you might love. Or even better, why not get together with some friends and cook? You could create some incredible fusion dishes, mixing those familiar flavors from home with new Indian spices. And for sure, reach out to other international students. They're all going through the same thing. And that idea of community is so important. As the source material says so well, sharing insights can make the transition easier. You're all in this together. And believe me, learning from each other is one of the absolute best ways to adapt and discover your new favorite foods. So as we start to wrap this up, let's just reframe this whole thing. What starts out feeling like a pretty big challenge can genuinely become one of the most rewarding and memorable parts of your entire time in India.
So let's do a quick recap of the key takeaways. Remember, start mild and then slowly work your way up. Never be afraid to communicate your preferences, make good use of those cooling sides like yogurt and bread, and most importantly, see this whole thing as a social adventure, a chance to connect with new friends over a great meal.
When it comes down to it, by taking a careful and gradual approach, you're really just setting yourself up for an amazing culinary journey. It's not about avoiding the spice, it's about finding your own pace so you can truly appreciate it. So, now that you have your toolkit and a fresh sense of adventure, there's really only one question left to ask yourself: what new flavor will you discover next?